I'm sure you have probably heard some people calling Bitcoin digital money, while others compare it to gold. So, what is it exactly? Bitcoin can function as all of those things. So, in today's video, let's explore in details and uncover some of its mysteries. Bitcoin was first introduced in a paper entitled Bitcoin Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System in 2008 under the name Satoshi Nakamoto. The identity of Satoshi is still a mystery. The white paper submitted was 9 pages long, with the 12 subsections covering all the aspects that are related to Bitcoin's network, including the timestamp servers, proof to work, incentives, payment verification, and privacy. As the name decentralized suggests, the system is not centralized. It is distributed to multiple nodes, and nodes in the network are connected with at least one other node. Those nodes basically carry a copy of the ledger holding the blocks of transactions. So the data is globally distributed, which means you can access it at any time and anywhere, and there is no single point of failure. Also, the peer-to-peer architecture of Bitcoin's network provides the benefits of greater security comparing to traditional client-server based networks, since it is distributed to larger numbers of nodes, which creates an immune system to the denial of server attacks, DOS. In order to simplify things, think of the blockchain as a book, and each page represents a block, and each line in the page as a transaction. So it is really easy to detect if a page or a block has been moved or deleted. And it is easy to arrange the pages or blocks and identify any attack on the network. That's how Bitcoin's network is immune to such attacks, as they are easy to identify. And in order to change a single block, you will need to change the entire ledger. Bitcoin was just a white paper in 2008, but soon it attracted a community of developers because it contains several unique features like decentralization and consents. After several months of development by the community, Satoshi launched the network by creating the first block of the Bitcoin's blockchain by mining 50 Bitcoins on January 3rd, 2009. And this block is known as the Genesis block. Bitcoin is basically a distributed network around the world. Thus, it requires people to validate and verify transactions. And those people who choose to do so are called miners. And anyone can become a miner and get rewarded for using their computer power. So let me explain how Bitcoin works throughout an example. Let's say that I want to send you $10. How can I do that on Bitcoin's blockchain? First, I have to have $10 worth of Bitcoin in my wallet, which contains my own public and private key, which I need to sign the transaction with. So, in order for me to send you Bitcoin, I need to have your public key. Then I tap on send, place your address and choose the right network, and then confirm the transaction. The wallet basically uses my private key to sign the transaction and deducts a small fee to process that transaction. Then the wallet publishes the transaction to the entire Bitcoin network. So what happens on the network, in simple words, my transaction will be randomly assigned to a block with other transactions. And the miners who are responsible for verifying these transactions have to solve complicated mathematical equations in order to guess a random number. So the first miner to do so will be rewarded by the network. And the miner is then responsible to broadcast the verified block to the entire network. So that's how Bitcoin's network eliminates the need for a third party to verify transactions, which reduces the cost and keeps the network decentralized. In simple words, a blockchain functions as follows. A user requests a transaction. Then a block representing the transaction is created. Then the requested transaction is broadcasted to the entire network. Then the network of nodes validates the transaction. Then the verified transaction is being combined with other transactions to create a new block of data for the ledger. And finally, the transaction is validated by other nodes in the network. There are many reasons why Bitcoin became popular, like when a programmer called Laszlo bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins on May 2010. But the most important reason that many can agree on is the unknown identity of Satoshi, which helped Bitcoin become a fully decentralized entity. This led to Bitcoin gaining wider attention and caused its value to increase as people started using it to purchase goods and pay for services in real life. So that's it for today's video. I hope you have a better understanding of what is Bitcoin and how transactions are being made on the blockchain. See you next time.